Hello, everybody. You're listening to Heel Turn, Episode 3. As always, your host, Abe Cartoon. With me, as always, Uncle Sam. Yikes. Oof.
Hey, everybody! It's Uncle Sam!
There it is. That was what I was looking for.
I'm Uncle Sam!
Christ, like I've already had a lazy day and you want to bring the Mars Volta into it? Jesus, no thank you. Not today, sir.
That's your theme song.
Oh, well, I guess, okay, if it's my theme song, I mean, then those are the cards I've been dealt. Okay, so today I finally finished an episode of TNA. It was pretty good. I've got some questions, a little curious about it, but uh, I don't know if you guys have watched it. Probably not, but
Why do you say that?
I
There's
don't
a
know.
rapid growing population in the wrestling world today.
Today took 10 years, didn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah, right, because Rome was built in a day. I forgot.
Exactly. Well, you can't say Rome was. You can't say that because
Because
that's,
it wasn't.
that's like saying Rome wasn't built in 10 years and all of a sudden, like, 10 years in one day and bam, it's built.
Hey, was it, let me ask you this, Abe.
Yeah.
Were you not entertained by this week's episode of Impact Wrestling?
I was, sort of, yeah. I kind of liked it. There were a few things that weirded me out. Um, I guess I haven't been watching enough to know why everybody was chanting for Hogan because I guess I always thought he was always there, but maybe I'm wrong. But uh, for
Well,
anybody who
honestly,
watched,
I don't know what it's like down there. I mean, there might be a screen that says "Chant for Hogan" that's flashing, and that's why they're chanting.
yeah,
I mean, that sort of shit happens.
like maybe somebody bumped the button.
Yeah, someone pressed the wrong button, and they were chanting for Randy Savage.
So let's see what's some of the things I noticed. There was yeah, like we talked about earlier on the phone that our viewers don't know about. Um, when Hogan came out of nowhere from behind, while while the Joker was having his little moment with aces and eights. Yeah, Hogan he started snorting like a pug, and it made me really uncomfortable. It was because I knew he was obviously not on his game.
All right, can I tell the listening
Yes,
audience about your situation?
yes, go ahead.
Okay, Abe Cartoon is married, shockingly enough, and he's about to become a first-time father. Okay. Now, if you had a daughter and she was threatened by terrorists, and you had an opportunity to confront those terrorists and exact retribution, wouldn't you snort like a pug?
I think I'd try to keep a certain demeanor about myself, instead of going uh, as pug
Here,
wild as he did.
I want to hear your impression of the Hulkster.
Um,
Come on, do
no,
it.
I'm not going to. That okay, that's exactly what I heard, and it's uncomfortable because it's coming out of a grown man. This is the same man I watched pummel Andre the Giant. All right, and
You weren't even born yet.
I know, but I've seen the video.
Can I tell the listening audience how old you are?
Yeah, okay.
Abe Cartoon is 19.
I'll go along with that, man. I miss being 19, so yeah, I'm 19 years old. I wasn't even alive. By those standards, I've only been alive since, um, the 90s, I do believe. So,
Okay, so well, what else do you have to say about the quote unquote Joker who is Abe Cartoon's disparaging commentation on the icon Sting?
no, no, you got it all wrong. I'm sick and tired of the Joker stealing Sting's look all the time. That's what it is.
Thank you.
It,
Everyone knows Steve Borden is an original. He's the first TNA Hall of Famer. He's got countless accolades. He's a wrestler to look up to and want to get into business. You know, he does everything right. I can't say anything negative whatsoever about Sting and his choices of presentation.
yeah, and I would just like to, while we're on the subject, I would like to go ahead and call out a one James O. Barr, okay, for stealing Sting's look when he made the Crow. All right, I'm on to you, James. We all are. We all saw the movie first before Sting came out looking like that. That's just because you got into his books. All right, you knew what he was gonna do before he had a chance to do it. You stole his idea, you prick.
How do you even know who that is?
How do I know who that is? Don't worry about it. I know who people are. He created the Crow in 1994. You want to know how many copies it sold?
Do you know that too?
Yes.
I don't want to know.
Well, I'm telling you, it's 700. It's 750,000 copies worldwide.
Now, if only we could get each of them to send us $1.
Yeah. Actually, I was wrong. The movie came out in 94. The comic came out in 89. My bad. But okay, so there was that.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Claire Lynch, the whole baby thing. I didn't get to catch all of it, but I'm glad it's over with. And it had a good ending. It had a good, at least it didn't come out of hand. That I'm glad to see. It came out where she's not even pregnant. These two guys put her up to it. The thing is, I don't even know. I don't need to know their names to know that hey, they put her up to it, and that's fucking cool. So good on them for that storyline. And they've got me hooked. Now I want to know next week why they did that.
Yeah, see, it's not the worst wrestling show on TV.
Sure it is. Um. All right. Let's have ourselves a top five. You want to do a top five with me?
All right,
I've
let's
been
see.
I've been
How should
thinking
we
about.
introduce this top five? Let me think. Okay, here, tell a joke.
Um. Oh God, you put me on the spot there. Okay. What's the difference between a cocktail waitress and a bowling ball? You can only fit three fingers in a bowling ball. Oh, oh yeah.
All right, this is the top five.
Let's
What's
hear
our
it.
top five today in cartoon?
Our top five is top five worst dressed wrestlers.
All right.
All right. Number five, I'm gonna say Um, I would be willing to say top five worst would be Hacksaw.
Why Hacksaw?
No, not Hacksaw. I.R.S.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, what the fuck? I mean, he's just begging his opponents to choke him out with his suspenders or his tie.
He is. You're right. Um. All right. What? Give us one. Come on.
I'm gonna say the Miz.
The Miz.
The Miz.
All
The
right.
reason why I say the Miz is because if you're old and going blind like Uncle Sam is,
Yeah.
and you're watching WWE and you see the Miz in the ring, how do you know it's not Chris Jericho? The only way I know it's not Chris Jericho is the Miz can't execute interesting moves. That's the only way. Other than that, it's the same guy.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you
So
that.
that's why I say he's work, and Miz needs to do something with his appearance in the ring that sets him apart. I mean, like he's a drone.
Yeah.
He dresses like a jobber.
I'll give you that, man. Good choice.
Okay, what's your fourth?
My fourth, is gonna have to be. You're not gonna like this. Jeff Hardy.
You're right.
um, there are plenty of arguments against it. That's fine. I'm just gonna say I don't like. It's time to move on. Even the Hulkster changed his fucking clothes after a while, and really, I guess my biggest beef with this guy is like we talked about. It just is he's painting over his eyelids, and that's dangerous. And it just looks
You,
goofy.
you know what you're doing right now? You're
What?
just you're just begging the listening audience to think you're an asshole.
Well, that's fine. I don't mind. But you know what? You know what Jeff Hardy reminds me of? He reminds me of one of those kids that goes to the fair and gets his face painted, and they paint the little tiger eyes over their eyelids, and then the
And it
kids.
bothers you for some reason.
It does. I never liked that. I.
This is the fact. This is right here is the fact is that you're a racist. It's obvious that you have a problem against Hot Topic teenagers from 1996.
And you're right. I do.
And you can't, as a journalist, as a respected broadcast journalist, you cannot let your personal vendettas enter your commentary.
Watch me.
Well, I'm just going to go on the record and say I think Jeff Hardy is one of the most brilliantly dressed pro wrestlers today, perhaps of all time. He's very creative with his body paint, and he's only enhancing his character with the painted on eyelids. So uh, I couldn't be. I'm 100% in disagreement with Abe Cartoon.
Sounds about right. Well, but here's the thing. I never said that I don't appreciate the man's work in the ring. I think he's great in the ring.
Oh, now he's talking. Now he's
Oh,
trying to up.
whatever. I appreciate the guy. I think he's great at what he does. And yeah, I
You are
what?
you are the worst.
How so?
You, I don't have to say it. You said it yourself.
All right, what's your
You
number?
are an unlikable character.
I,
Okay,
I
what was
don't.
that?
What's your number four?
My number four, I'm gonna say Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
Why?
Cody Rhodes is another jabroni dressing pro wrestler who does nothing to enhance himself visually in the ring. I mean, here he is. He's just another underpants wrestler. And the best thing he can do is to, contact AJ Styles' wardrobe uh, providers and get a knockoff AJ Styles jacket. And then he takes it off and he's wearing underpants. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, like, that's no good. This is 2012. Like maybe he's pretending to be old school or something, but it just doesn't fit. I mean, he's also 160 pounds. I mean, do something to, you know, stand out. I mean, he's just another drone. If you watch the most boring match you can watch on WWE TV today would be a match between The Miz, Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, and let's see, who's another underpants guy? Um, Randy Orton.
Yeah.
That or Ted DiBiase. Let's do that. That's the most boring match you can possibly watch. You never know who's doing what. You won't even know who won the match because they all look the same. And I'm sorry, they all wrestle the same. They all have the same heel persona. I mean, what motivates these guys? What's their? I mean, you gotta if you're watching a television program, you gotta know what motivates these characters. You gotta. That's the only way you're gonna want to tune in again.
I'll tell you what motivates these characters is the fact that their daddies were wrestlers.
Well, Cody Rhodes for sure, but I mean,
And Ted DiBiase and
yeah.
Randy Orton.
But what's the Miz's excuse? What's Dolph Ziggler's excuse?
Um,
I mean, what these guys? I mean, I know they're on the road all the time, but that's no excuse. You got to look around. You got to reflect society. You got to see what's out there. You got to find your niche. You got to just think what's not been done. Are these guys really that creatively void, or are these guys that handcuffed by the WWE machine? I mean, like everything you hear, WWE says you got to maximize your time out in the ring. You gotta do something to stand out. But I mean, underpants and short hair is not gonna get it done.
no.
I
And
mean,
I absolutely agree. It's irritating. It's fine if you've got like a tag team that looks like that. I don't care. But when the whole fucking, if damn near the whole roster looks like that, it's boring, and I don't like it. Yeah, it's quick to turn me off.
plus, do any of these guys look tough? I mean, honestly, they're probably tough. I mean, they can withstand pain. But
Uh,
do they appear like tough guys, like fighters? I mean, honestly, I don't see it.
well, you know what? I remember when I went to Judgment Day with a few years ago with my good buddy Andy and Kaching and that guy. He loves Randy Orton, okay? And when we saw Randy Orton, I knew without a shadow of a doubt I would never again fear that man because even in person he looks like he stinks. He doesn't bathe.
Hey, but that's a gimmick, man.
No,
If
that's the
if you
god
got the
honest
big
truth.
smelly wrestler, that's something. That's different. Like I mean, I can't smell the guy so I mean, I look at him. All I see is a guy who he's just a generic athlete. Like all athletes look like Randy Orton, but I mean, wrestling's different. Wrestling's about tough guys. Wrestling's about you know guys who don't care about looking pretty. They want to get. It's about blood and sweat and violence. And I mean, Randy Orton's to me like he's the least. Like he's got himself over in other ways. But all those other drones, the Dolph Zigglers, the Miz, the whatever, those guys, they don't look. They don't. You don't want to see some scrawny, pretty boy guy get his ass kicked. Who cares about that?
No.
Like that happens all the time. You want to see two tough guys go at it and hurt each other, and want to see Kevin Sullivan versus Dutch Mantel. I want to see two fucking rugged tough guys. I mean, if I'm gonna jack off, that's what I want to jack off to.
I wonder who the cops are after right now.
Okay, so where are we on the list?
Okay, well, I do believe I'm still waiting for your number four, or did we just do your number four?
My number four was the
Oh, it's the Miz. Okay.
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, Cody Rhodes. Okay. My number three is Tensai.
Good choice.
I will go. You know, you were the one who coined it. That tire mark on his face.
Cha-ching.
And you couldn't be more right. That whole gimmick is so stupid and played out and boring now. And it's never any fun when you got a fucking white guy playing it.
Okay, well, and this is where I want to disagree with all that. No, my only problem, I think it's a great character. It's just the tire track. If he got rid of the tire track, he might even make my best dressed list.
Well, yeah, and you're absolutely right. What I mean though is
But I
from the
did like the body hair. I missed the body hair of A Train.
I know that was fucking amazing. He looked like a beast with all that body hair. But what I
But
mean, huh?
even with the tire track,
Yeah.
he's still a tough guy. I believe him as a tough guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely, definitely. He's a total tough guy. What about what I'm saying though is that tire track alone has killed it for me. It's made it. Now whenever I see the tire track on his face, I start picking out other things about the guy I don't like, and that is what kills him for me. He needs to lose the tire track. Actually, I think I just saw an interview with him the other day where he explains what those markings say, and well, I don't care what they say. I just want them gone. Um,
Yeah, right.
yeah, just go wash your face, A Train, please. You look ridiculous. Who's your number three?
My number three, worst dressed. I'm gonna go with Mr. Anderson from TNA. Here's a guy who, had the blonde spike haircut. He wore green shorts. No, when no one else was wearing green. I mean, it was still a generic outfit, but at least he stood out a little more.
Yeah,
Now he's doing everything he can to be, just yet another underwear wrestler. You know, just taking away all the stuff that made him stand out. And what's motivating this guy? Like he needs to. I mean, I want to see guys who are larger than life. I mean, if they're not physically larger than life, they should be able to project a larger than life persona, and underwear just doesn't get it done.
I get a lot of things done in my
Unless it's a
underwear
big
throughout the
fat
day.
guy. If there was a big fat guy wearing those small little underwear shorts, I would like that guy.
Yeah, his name's Tensei.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're just a regular built pro wrestler, you got to do something else. What happened to the long pants, like the Ravishing Rick Rude pants and the Jake the Snake Roberts pants, where you can put your gimmick on the side,
Oh,
up and down the leg? What happened to those guys?
well, I think Heath Slater still has a pair.
Well, see, that's one guy who gets it. I mean, we can do a top 10 list of guys who get it. And Heath Slater, the one man Southern rock band, in my book, he's over like Rover. I love the guy. He can do no wrong. But we're talking about the worst dressed guys. So that's my number three, Mr. Anderson.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say my number two.
Well, who's your number three? Oh, yeah, yeah, right. A Train. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. My number two. Actually, you go ahead and give your number two because I still got to think about my number two because I got my number one. Who's your number two?
the spot.
Yeah, it did. You need some
Um,
music?
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm just gonna lump all the underwear guys into one. That's Ted DiBiase, Drew McIntyre, Antonio Cesaro. I mean, it's just those are all those guys. Those are your make a wrestler. You know, you got your video game, you got your make a wrestler default outfit, and that's all those guys have done. They've just like, okay, I just want to play the game. He's got underwear on, he's got entrance music. Let's go, let's play the game. They haven't done anything to add to that, and that's just why. I mean, at least Daniel Bryan has a goat face. You know, like, can't you just grow a stupid mustache or something, or wear an eye patch, or fucking, you know, pierce your nipples, do something.
Gross. All right, I've got it. Are you ready for this?
Yeah,
Battle Cat.
yeah, he had those furry little ears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fake fur on a pro wrestler doesn't go over really in my.
No.
I mean, I liked it. I like the Bruiser Brody boots. The big furry, Jimmy Jacobs boots. I like those.
Yeah.
But really, fur anywhere else in your outfit just makes you unbelievable.
Yeah. I agree. All right, you ready for my number one?
I'm ready for your number one.
Gross. All right, my number one is.
Come on, piss in my mouth.
uh, uh, do you have a drum roll for me at all?
Let's see what I can do here.
All right, my number one is the Yeti.
I mean, come on. Why are you picking on the Yeti? And he appeared like once, twice, maybe, and he's a big mummy. You know.
Yeah, not a Yeti.
Yeah, I know. It does. I mean, it's an obvious choice, but the way I look at it is he's not a full time wrestler. He was an attraction, and you might as well put RoboCop in there, and fucking Charlie Sheen while you're at it. I mean, it's just an attraction. You can't count him.
Well, or I guess David Arquette.
I'd say my number one worst dressed wrestler is John Cena.
What, you don't like the jorts?
Well, it's not only that; it's the fact that the guy's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Oh, like, and he just puts on jorts. I mean, ching. I mean,
Well, I agree. Um, I was I was
tennis shoes. What the fuck, man? You're a multi-millionaire. Like, you can afford a little gimmick. I mean, look at Randy Savage. Like, the guy, the richer he got, the more famous he got, the more lavish his wardrobe got. I mean, I know John Cena's character is, like I'm, a common man. I'm like all you guys, but you know what? Even your common man isn't gonna come out in shorts. Like, he's gonna put on his best wrestling outfit that he can.
Oh yeah.
Like, if he's gonna be on TV, he's not gonna wear what he wears Saturday when he's fixing his car. He's gonna fucking do something neat.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. It's I don't know, man. I try to think about John Cena wearing actual wrestling attire. Maybe the pants. But I think if Cena were to wear anything, he'd probably go with the underwear.
I mean, does John Cena even have a nickname?
Um,
Mr. Unstoppable or something.
Well, yeah, he's the professor of thugonomics.
Well, why isn't that reflected in his character? You know, like I know he was wearing the throwback jerseys. That was good, you know, and he had the chain, and that was good. Now he just wears a green T-shirt and jorts.
Yeah,
I mean, he just stepped out of the crowd. That's no good. He's your fucking face of the company, and it's no good.
you're right. You're absolutely right. It's not any good.
But at least John Cena looks tough.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what that, that's more than what I can say about 80% of the WWE roster.
yeah, you're right. He does. He's a tough guy, man. He's a big guy. He could kick an ass or two.
He's the only guy I'm not afraid to fight of all the guys that went on my list. Like I honestly believe I'm 6'3". I honestly believe I can take out Cody Rhodes. In fact, I'm challenging Cody Rhodes to a fight.
All right.
Real fight. None of this fucking fake pro wrestling bullshit. A real fucking fight. You come on, Cody Rhodes, you bitch. Uncle Sam wants you.
Man, I would I'd download that match. I'd
I'm gonna
watch.
fuck him up. I'm gonna fuck up Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a good match.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
knock out all his teeth, and that'll give him some character.
and you guys are both fairly scrawny, and not really scrawny. You're just gangly, and
Yeah, I'm taller than all those guys. See, you know, like they say Randy Orton's my height, but you know as well as I know they exaggerate heights.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah,
That
when
guy's
I
5'9", you know?
oh yeah,
Woods is probably like 5'2".
yeah, when I saw those guys, man, they walk on loaded boots, man. They have to.
Hey, I need you to entertain the audience for a second.
Okay, hey folks, while he's doing what he's gonna do, I'm gonna play a song.
Uncle Sam's back.
All right, that was Gina off the album Gina Was a Dancer that I do not own. We do not own that song. It was for pure entertainment, so keep it in your pants, YouTube.
That was entertaining.
What?
You said that was entertainment.
Well, it was for entertainment purposes. You never know who liked that song.
Yeah, and we never will.
I I kind of enjoy it. I don't know
Nothing
why.
was happening. It was just some guy playing with a synthesizer.
It was. You're right. Oh well. Oh well. Do you remember Raw at all? I don't.
Oh yeah, no, I never remember the show. And I don't remember SummerSlam while we're at it.
Um, I
Who were
slightly remember
commentating
it.
on another? I think there was all the same matches on both shows, which have been the same matches for the last 3 months.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you notice how they didn't even add anything on the set design for SummerSlam?
No, they didn't. They
I
did
mean,
not at
put some
all.
fucking sand out there, some palm trees, or like some at least like some kind of red, orange, yellow summer vibe. Have guys wearing fucking your Bermuda shorts and the fucking flowery summer shirts. Do something. Sunglasses. beach balls,
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. It just looked like a regular episode of Raw.
everything. They just wrote SummerSlam. I
Yeah.
mean, like, this is a multi-billion-dollar company. It's inexcusable.
Yeah, they won't even splurge for some fake sand. But of course, God help them if they don't have a fake alleyway for those back alley brawl matches. I like whenever I see those matches, I like to think that they built the arena around that alley and they just left the trash there.
Well, that's great. That's a great call, actually.
Of course it is.
I would like to see more unconventional venues for pro wrestling. Because
Yeah.
there's no reason not to just be able to build a ring in anywhere. I mean, yeah, you got to fill it with people, but to me, it's just more interesting to have various locations and backgrounds. I mean, think about like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. I mean, each stage is a different background, and you need that. Otherwise, you're falling asleep. And when Raw looks the same as SummerSlam, I mean, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam says.
Oh, okay, here's a bet. How long do you think it'll take before they start having WrestleManias indoors again?
What do you mean?
Well, like the past few WrestleManias have all been outside, if not all of them, right?
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take before they give up on that?
Wait. What? Did you say outside?
Yeah,
No, no. They're inside and outside. It's just random. Some years it's inside, some years it's outside.
I think it should always be outside.
Suck my dick. This is gangsta grip.
Yeah.
What side?
God damn it. Well, I'll tell you now, I don't care about WrestleMania. I'm in no mood for WrestleMania at all. Right now,
Does
I
that
don't.
have anything to do with the fact that we're in the middle of August?
No, it hit me for a second there. I just realized I do not give a living shit about WWE right now. The only thing about WWE I'm excited about is WWE 13. That's it. I am more excited about Chris Masters apologizing for tweeting a picture of him holding a gun to his head.
Definitely.
That
That's character development, my friend.
that's the route Benoit should have took.
I mean, wouldn't Cody Rhodes be infinitely more interesting if he was suicidal?
Yeah, definitely.
But
Yeah.
not everyone can be the wrestling genius that Chris Masters is.
What is Chris Masters doing these days? Tell me all about it.
Well, since he and I email each other frequently, I know everything about his life.
I know that's why I asked you.
Well, I'll ask him sometime what he wants me to disclose, but I'm sure he probably doesn't want me to speak freely. Let's just say that was a fun night.
Ah, okay. I
Have you
see.
seen the photos of me holding a gun up to my head? I got a before and an after photo.
Oh God. So okay.
Let's just say Rotten.com's got the after photo. Miraculously, I survived it. I just got a lot of bandages around my head right now.
Man, that's a website I haven't been to in forever. I'm going there right now.
God damn it!
What?
You are a sick puppy.
Why?
You got nothing better to do than look at dead people. You're doing a show for crying out loud.
Well,
Right now, you're the host of Heel Turn.
you're right. I am the host of Heel Turn, and as the host of Heel Turn, while we're talking, I am looking at pictures on Rotten.com just for a quick second, just to see what's going on. I haven't been there in years. Leave me alone. And it's just as gross as
If
it
there's
was.
any wonder why our economy is collapsing, civilization's unsustainable, it's because of people like Abe Cartoon. And
Oh
Uncle Sam is sick of it.
yeah? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna kick the living shit out of Cody Rhodes.
Well, that's exactly what you should do. All right, let's take a minute. I want to talk about this match. I want to talk about the Brock Lesnar versus Triple H match.
Ching.
uh, personally, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew Brock was not about to let himself lose again. You thought otherwise.
You're right, I did. You were right and I'm wrong.
That,
What do
that's
I have to do? What?
uh, nothing. Just the fact that I get to hear those words slip past your lips is enough for
That's
me.
enough. Well, see, if I was right, I wasn't gonna let you off that easy.
I know, I know. But see, I do this for you.
The dichotomy of looking at dead pictures and being a forgiving soul is a very bizarre one, I have to say.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. So, what did you think of it? Did you like the match? I thought it was like the only good match the whole night.
Yeah, I did because it was an attraction. It was definitely the match I was looking most forward to, and it was really fun to see Brock. It's a rare opportunity, but man, oh man, did he own Triple H?
Yeah. Oh, you're right. uh, the thing is, though Triple H did lose, I knew in the back of my mind somewhere he was gonna find a way to make it all about him, and lo and behold, he did. I'm sure he'll have another match again. They're making it right out to sound like he won't, but I'm guessing he will. But really, do you really need that much backing? I mean, come on, you're Triple H. You're gonna own that whole company someday. You know what I mean? Do you really need that? For Christ's sakes, there's three different versions of the guy in the new game. Is it necessary?
Well, they think it's necessary because Triple H is a proven draw for them,
Yeah,
um, and they don't trust any of their young up and coming underwear stars, which is shocker, no surprise. I mean, like at least one of those guys need to paint their face green and fucking jump around like a gorilla, and he might start drawing money. I mean, of course, people would rather see Triple H than any of those drones. I mean, it's just you want to be entertained. That's the bottom line.
oh yeah,
And like I said last week, I rather see, I want to see a 65-year-old Roddy Piper versus, 72-year-old Greg Valentine in a fucking dog collar match, 2013. Just because those guys are proven commodities, they may look like shit in the ring right now, but at least it'd be entertaining.
yeah.
Like there's Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think there's probably some kind of research team that just discovered that women will watch the show more if they have underwear models on. I don't know. I just like pro wrestling.
Well, of course. Well, anything else before we wrap up this show today?
Do we have any more lists that we're gonna do?
And not today.
Uncle Sam would just like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas.
All right.
And let's see. I guess I need to cue up the song of the day, huh?
Nope, actually, I want to do something for my brother. But first, I have a joke for you.
Let's hear it.
How many TNA fans does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh, come on.
Both of them. Ha! All right.
All right.
Yes.
Are you finished?
Yep, I am. Now, what I would like to do, if it's okay with you, I know I usually leave this in your hands, but this week, if you don't mind, I was thinking maybe we could plug my little brother's group, his little rap group, called Modern Day Thugs. I think that's what they're called. I'm looking at their Facebook right now, and that's all one word. So, uh, so we're gonna go ahead and listen to one of their songs. This
All
song is
right.
called.
Sam's not happy about his song of the day being usurped,
We're
but
going to listen to both songs.
no, that's too much.
All right,
Let's do the modern day thugs and end it like that.
all right. Here it is. Modern Day Thugs featuring Hot.
Rag tag, crew swag, pop a tag, I mean brand new. Tell me, kill it, all I say is can do. Rag, modern day thugs, more than you can handle. Take the man too, hold the flame like a candle. I'm hot, and the truth is they are not. I'm hot, and the truth is they are not. I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot. Rag tag, hot, hot, bitch you know we hot, 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 bitch you know we hot. Thumbs up, fuck a hater, custom made, green super, armadillo, alligator, Skywalker on cloud 9, bad bitch, I'm a player, bullet hit your neck and chest, even Lord G's can't say 445s and AKs, don't make me axe body spray it, slayed off that Remy Martin in the black mask, Darth Vader, four bows of that loud pass, say by the bell, you can call me Slater, know you see me swagged up and she got an ass, call me later, loud pack and four beans, could smell like some old taters, big blunts, no joint, flow hot, radiator, dark shades, can't see my eyes, I'm slayed up in them aviators, hot as fuck, we burning up, so I fan myself with 100 rats, smoke a lot of thrash, do it to the max, if you out of town, man, I got tax, if you out of town, man, I got tax. Rag tag, crew swag, pop a tag, I mean brand new, tell me kill it, all I say is can do, rag, modern day thugs, more than you can handle, take the man too, hold the flame like a candle, I'm hot, and the truth is they are not, I'm hot, and the truth is they are not, I'm hot, 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 rag tag, hot, hot, bitch you know we hot, 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 bitch you know we hot. Lyrical Leviathan, don't like it, tell me why you try and bite it, then heat you up like niacin, smoking on my oxygen, chronic dead women watching like it's oxygen, y'all know what to call it, call it the future shine, pewter diamond money climbing so hard but so fluid, rolling origami rap, swami ducking all these dick zombies, dick riders, no I deal with, fuck boy, chopper sounding like a monster truck, hotter than the sun go, run from no man, call me satellite, gunner bad, motherfucker, got this game in the bag, got this game in the bag, got this game in the bag, call me rag tag, crew swag, pop a tag, I mean brand new, tell me kill it, all I say is can do, rag, modern day thugs, more than you can handle, take the man too, hold the flame like a candle, I'm hot, and the truth is they are not, I'm hot, and the truth is they are not, I'm hot, 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 rag tag, hot, hot, bitch you know we hot, 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 bitch you know we hot, rag tag, crew swag, pop a tag, I mean brand new, tell me kill it, all I say is can do, it's more than you can handle, take the man to hold the flame like a candle, and the truth is they are not, I'm hot.
Well, there you have it. What are you doing over there?
I'm rinsing out empty beer bottles.
Whatever. You don't drink. All right. Well, that's that. I guess that's it for this week's show. I'm Abe Cartoon. He's Uncle
I'm
Sam.
Uncle Sam.
And we will see you next time.
See